Okay, Asila. Asila, may I know from where you are right now? From where you are? You are from India or
I'm
KSA?
from India.
From?
I'm from India.
You are from India. Okay. Okay, beta. So let us start. So first of all, I want to explain you today what is acid, bases, and salts. Okay. Let me explain. Okay. So normally we study that the acids are those substances that are sour in taste. Okay. That the acids are those substances that are sour in taste. Sour in taste. Okay. First, they conduct electricity in aqueous, but these are the actually physical properties. These are the actually physical properties. Okay. So first of all, I want to explain you that what we are going to study in this chapter is that acid, base, physical properties and chemical properties, acid, base, and salt. Okay. So here we will be going to study their physical properties, properties. Okay. Second, we will be going to study the chemical properties of each chemical properties. Properties we will study. Okay. This is very important, chemical properties. Okay. Next one we are going to study is the common properties of acid and bases. For example, pH. Okay. Then in salts we will be going to study the types of salts, salt formations, salt formations, their applications in our daily life, in our daily life, daily life. Okay. And moreover, we're going to discuss means a lot of questions we need to practice. So that's we're going to study in this chapter. Okay. So talking about the okay. So talking about the acid, bases, and salts. First, let me discuss you that what are acids. Okay. So acids are those substances. So do you have any idea that what are acids? Do you have any idea that what are acids?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Better just concentrate here. Okay. So acids are those substances. Actually, they are the three scientists or three persons who gives different definitions of the acids. So first of all, we are talking about that is Arrhenius concept. Arrhenius concept. The second one is the Bronsted-Lowry concept. Bronsted-Lowry concept. Okay. Third, we don't need to study this one because that is not in our syllabus. So let it. That third one is the Lewis acid base concept, but we are not going to study that one because it is not in our syllabus. Okay. So talking about the Arrhenius concept. So according to Arrhenius, acids are those substances. Acids are those substances that dissociate. Dissociate means that gives something. The word dissociate means that break. This word means is a combination. They give the sense of two things. One is the donate, or you can say that donate or generate. The main appropriate word for this one is for this explanation is the generate. So acids are those substances that generate or dissociate H plus ions in aqueous. When we add acid to water, then the H plus ions are being generated, and these H plus ions help in showing the properties of acid. Okay. And according to him, the bases are those substances. Bases are those substances that generate or dissociate. That generate or dissociate OH negative ions OH negative ions in aqueous. Okay, got it. So acid are those substances that dissociate or generate OH negative ion in aqueous, and base are those substances that generate or dissociate OH negative ion in aqueous. Okay. So H plus ions, what is H plus ion? That we'll be talking about this one. Okay, in a similar way, OH negative ion, we will talk it in the next part. Okay, so first of all, what is actually the Bronsted-Lowry concept? Let me explain you these two both, and then we shall be going to proceed further. Okay, so talking about this one, what is Bronsted-Lowry concept? According to Bronsted, acid are those substances. Acid are those substances. Is my sound is not clearly audible? कुछ कह रहे हो बेटा? Do you understand Hindi? Alisa, I'm asking. Asila, do you understand Hindi, beta? Is I'm audible to you? You have muted your mic. I'm not able to listen.
Yeah, yes, sir. Now you are able to listen.
Okay. Okay. So I'm saying acid are those substances that donate. Here the word is donate. H plus ions. And bases are those substances that accept the H plus ions. Okay, we need to understand these two concepts first in detail, that what does this statement means. Here I'm saying about the donate word, donate H plus ion, and here is the word accept the H plus ion, accept the H plus ions. Bases accept the H plus ion and acid donate the H plus ions according to Bronsted-Lowry concept. Okay, so first let me explain you with the questions. Okay, first of all, if I take firstly I need to explain you one thing, that there are some substances that changes their colors in acid and base. For example, litmus. Litmus is a paper, or we can say it is a paper. Litmus paper, it is an, okay. It is an indicator. First of all, we will talk about the indicators later, but first let me explain you that litmus paper are of two types. One is the red litmus paper, another one is the blue litmus paper. Blue litmus paper. It changes, red changes to blue in basic medium, and blue changes to red in acidic medium. Blue changes to red in acidic medium. Okay, so, and there are some acids. For example, if I'm going to give you that is HCl, strong acid. Okay, if I'm talking about the H2SO4 sulfuric acid, this is an acid. Okay, and in the similar way, HNO3, it is an acid, nitric acid. Okay, likewise we have ethanoic acid, CH3COH. There are different types of acids that we are familiar, and you might be familiar of this one, HCl. HCl is a very familiar acid. So if I take a dry HCl gas in a tube, okay, if I take a dry HCl gas in a test tube, okay, and pass this gas to the dry blue litmus paper. So if there is a dry HCl gas is present in this, okay, dry HCl gas is coming out from this one. So this is the dry HCl gas. Okay, this gas is not changing the color of the litmus paper. This gas is not changing the color of the litmus paper. The question is why? Is a dry HCl gas and dry blue litmus paper. According to when the acidic substances is passed through blue litmus paper, so it must change its color to the red, from blue to red. But here the color is not changing. Why? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea?
No, sir.
Don't have any idea. Okay. The problem is that these acid, this is the question from the NCERT. Okay. So the problem is that when we pass dry HCl gas to this one, there is no water content is present. The HCl gas is dry. The blue litmus paper is also dry. So there is no content in the there is no H plus ion dissociation taking place. Okay, no H plus ion is taking place. So if there is no H plus ion dissociation taking place, there will be no acidic property. Means actually the HCl is not an acid. HCl is not an acid. It is its H plus ions that shows acidic property. Acidic property means HCl is not an acid. It does not show the acidic property here. If it is an acid, so if I'm saying HCl is an acid, so here the color must change. The color of the litmus paper must change to red, but the color of the litmus paper is not changing to red because there is no dissociation of H plus ions taking place. When HCls come in the contact with moist litmus paper, just if I'm saying, if instead of dry litmus paper, if you take the moist litmus paper, so the moist litmus paper is going to have some water content. And in the similar way, when HCl comes in the contact with water, it dissociate it H plus ions. So H plus ion production will be taking place here, Cl minus. Okay. So the dissociation of H plus ion will take place. Okay. And this H plus ions and with this water content will form H3O positive ion, hydronium ion. We called it hydronium ion, hydronium ions. So actually, it is not the acid that show the acidic property. It is the H plus ions that show the acidic property. So any substance that is going to have acid means if I'm saying this is an acid, so still it is an acid, but the properties of acid will be shown only if it is added to water. If HCl, we have dry HCl and dry something, there will be no effect. It will not show the acidic property. Only the acidic property will be shown when it is added to water. Okay, when it is added to water, then it will becomes acid. It will start showing the acidic property. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving further, according to the Bronsted-Lowry concept that I have taught you, that Arrhenius concept, the acid are those substances that dissociate H plus ions in aqueous. Bases are those substances that generate or dissociate OH negative ion in aqueous. Okay, let's talk about it. So for example, if I'm taking this one, NaOH, when I add this to water, okay, then what is happening here is that the Na positive ion and OH negative ions formation is taking place. It means that here the generation of OH negative ions taking place. So it will be considered as a basic property. It will start showing the basic property. So here basic property is shown. But if I take, suppose if I take HCl and if I add it to water, then it will gives you H positive ion. Actually, this H positive ion, when mixed with water, it forms H3O positive ion. So here this is a combination that water when added to H plus ion, it forms H3O positive. So here we have that this water when added to this, there will be H plus ion taking place and Cl minus will be there. So you can, instead of writing H plus ion, you can write H3O positive, but H3O positive means that it is going to have the H plus ions. So here the acidic property is shown with the water content, Still there are some substances that we add to water, but they do not dissociate the H plus ions on adding the water. For example, here we have a question that both glucose and wait a minute, and ethanol have have hydrogens, but they do not show acidic property, acidic property, when added to water, Actually, what is glucose? Let me write here that glucose have a formula of C6H12O6. There are so many hydrogens are present. In the similar way, ethanol has the formula of C2H5OH. So it also has the H. But they are not characterized as an acid. Why they are not characterized as an acid? That because C6H12O6, when added to water, actually there is no H3O positive ions formation is taking place. Means no H plus ion dissociation is taking place. It will remain as same, H2 plus C6H12O6. In the similar way, when I add to ethanol, water to ethanol, then still it will remain as same, C2H5OH plus water. Since there is no H plus ions dissociation is taking place in aqueous, they will not be characterized. They will not be characterized as acid. Got it? Got it, beta? Hello, Asila. Actually, you were not in the meeting and I was just continuously teaching you. Let your mic be on.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, because it's need an instant opening and closing, so that's why. Okay, so but it is creating some noise. Do you have plug in your headphones properly? Yeah, it
Yes,
is not.
sir.
Yeah, it is not. Sometimes it's making noise, sometimes it's not. Now it is not making noise. It's okay. Okay, so let us start. So that I was saying that both. Actually, you have to mute your mic, but it is creating a. Okay. So I'm saying here that both glucose and ethanols have hydrogens. They both have hydrogens. Okay, they are having the presence of hydrogen does not indicate that it is an acid. For example, I'm saying that ethanol and glucose are going to have so many hydrogens. There are 6 hydrogens here. There are also hydrogens present here, but it does not mean that they are the acids. They will not be characterized as acid because when we add them to water, there is no H plus ions taking place, dissociation taking place. Like in acid, when we add HCl to water, the H plus ion dissociation taking place means it gives you H plus ions, Cl minus ion plus water. Okay, so water is actually helping in the dissociation of H plus ion from acid. So if there is no water, there will be no acidic property. The concept you need to understand here that it is not the acid that show the H plus the acidic properties. It is actually the H plus ions. Where we have the H plus ion, it means that it is showing the acidic property. The H plus ions, if we have HCl, that we have HCl, we have H2SO4, sulfuric acid, or we have HNO3, nitric acid. Okay, if there is no water content, they will not show any acidic property. Because without water, they will be like HCl, it will be like H2SO4, it will be like HNO3. But when I add it to water, it will gives you H positive and Cl minus. When I add this to water, so it will give you 2 H plus ions and 1 sulfate ion, SO4 minus 2. When I add this one to water, it will gives you H positive and NO3 minus. So this H plus ions are showing the acidic property. So the acidic property is shown by the H plus ions. Where there is no H plus ions there present there will be no acidic property, and water is helping. So why they are characterized as acids? Why they are characterized as acid? And why glucose and ethanol are not characterized as acid? It is just because when we add HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3 to water, they gives you H plus ions, which shows acidic property. Show acidic property. But when we add glucose to water and ethanol to water, glucose and ethanol to water. Here it is glucose and ethanol. When we add this to water, so they are not dissociating the H plus ions. They are simple like that. They are in the original form. They are not dissociating the H plus ion. So they are not characterized as acids. So can you tell me now what are acids? What are acids? Beta, Asila, can you tell me what are acids? Is my voice is clearly audible to you? Or it is
Yes,
some lag?
sir.
Okay. Now can you tell me what are acids? What are acids? Don't know. Or your voice is not audible to me. Means the voice is audible, but due to some problems in your mic, I think so. Uh, because of that, you are not able to. Means I don't think that you have plugged in your mic properly because. Asila, are you using an external mic? Are you using means are you doing the class with the with your phone or with your laptop or with your PC?
Phone, sir.
Phone. So have you plugged in your
Yes,
earphone?
sir.
So please remove that earphone.
Yes, sir.
Now you have removed your earphone from that. Okay. So tell me what are acids now? What are acids? Tell me what are acids? So acids are those substances that added to water and that gives you H plus ions. So ऐसा हम लिख सकते हैं definition को कि acids are those substances that dissociate H plus ions when added to water. Okay. So is that enough? Is this information is enough? Now let's check whether this information is enough or not. Okay. Have you copied all these 3 slides or have you taken the screenshot of these 3? Please take the screenshot of these 3 so that have you taken the screenshot of this one? Okay. Take the screenshot of this one also. Have you taken the screenshot of all these three? Tell me, beta. I'm not audible to you, and if I'm not able to communicate with you properly, then it means that I'm just teaching to myself. So there must be something. Okay. So do you have another headphones or something in your home? Because I'm not able to communicate with you, and that is very important. Is I'm audible to you? Yeah. Asli Anita. It is the correct name is Asila. Asila, is I'm audible? Beta, tell me. You have muted your mic. That's why I'm not able to listen to you. Yes, you are not clearly audible.
Hello, sir. Can you audible me?
Yeah. I'm audible to you. Okay, and you are audible to me. So tell me, beta, do you understand Hindi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, do you understand that water assets? समझ में आया ये चीज? कोई डाउट तो नहीं है इसमें?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's move further. Okay, move further. That we need to understand here that I was just teaching you that what are assets, what are bases actually. Okay, now there is a question that that ammonia do not contain ammonia. NH3 means ammonia. Ammonia do not do not contain contain any OH negative ions. OH negative ions. Still it act as a base, or it turns red litmus to blue. Red litmus to blue. Okay. Why it is converting the red litmus to blue? It means that it is showing the property of base. Okay. So let me talk about it. First of all, I'm taking about ammonia, NH3. Okay, ammonia. When ammonia is added to water, actually, when it is added to water, then what happen here is it accept the H plus ions from water. Okay, for better explanation, if I write this water, like HOH, because water also have H plus ions and OH minus ion, so I can write this water as HOH. Okay, so this is water actually. Okay, so if ammonia is added to water, it form NH4 positive, NH4 positive plus OH minus ion. Here you see that this one is the ammonia, and this ammonia is actually accepting the H plus ions. It is accepting the H plus ions from water. So according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, Bronsted-Lowry concept, NH3 act as a base. Why? just you can think here that NH3 is accepting the H plus ions from water. So I have given you the definition here that those substances, Bronsted law for recording, those substances, bases are those substances that accept the H plus ions. The bases are those substances that accept the H plus ions. So Bronsted Lowry, in Bronsted Lowry, we don't have anything like donate OH negative ion. We only talk about the H plus ions. यहाँ पर हम सिर्फ H plus ion के बारे में बात करते हैं, OH negative ion के बारे में बिल्कुल भी बात नहीं करते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं कि अमोनिया जो है, you see that ammonia ने H plus ion water का accept कर लिया. Ammonia has accepted the H plus ion of water. So since it accept the H plus ions, it will form NH4 positive ion. और उसने NH4 positive ion बना लिया. And because of that, water का जो OH negative ion है, वो basic property को show करने लग जाएगा. मतलब this will start showing basic property. तो एक्चुअली में जब हम लोग अमोनिया को ऐड करते हैं पानी में ऐड करने पर अमोनिया ने वाटर का H प्लस आयन रख लिया अपने पास, ओके, और OH नेगेटिव आयन की जनरेशन हो गई, बिकॉज अमोनिया हैज एक्सेप्ट द H प्लस आयन फ्रॉम वाटर, as a result of which the OH ions generation taking place. OH ion is being generated. That's why ammonia is showing the property of base. Means when you add ammonia to water, the OH ion generation taking place, and as a result of which it starts showing the property of base. Okay, got it? Or still having some doubt regarding to this statement? समझ में
No,
आया?
sir. हाँ,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so we can write here. We can write here that because ammonia when added to water, it accept the H plus ions from water and results in increase of OH negative ions from it, result in increase in OH negative ions. ठीक है? As a result, it shows it shows basic behavior. Okay, have you copied all the slides that I have given written till yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you understand that what are acid water bases?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move further. Okay, so talking about the we are just talking about the acid base. Okay, we have studied that what are acid water bases. Okay, so acid are those substances when we added them to water, they shows the means they dissociate the H plus ions, and those substances that do not dissociate the H plus ions, they are not considered as acids actually. So what we have learned earlier is that it is the H plus ions which shows acidic property. If there is no H plus ions, okay, and this H plus ions actually generated when acid are added to water. Without water, there will not be acidic, there will not be H plus ion dissociation taking place. No H plus ion will be generated and no acidic property will be shows. Okay, those substances that do not dissociate H plus ions even when added to water are not characterize as acid. For example, glucose, ethanol, etc. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, please copy this one.
Completed.
Okay, okay. So moving further, we need to understand one more concept here, that there are some questions that comes from this topic. Okay. So what is the ammonia case that we have discussed? That ammonia do not contain the OH negative ion, but it's behave as a base because it help in the liberations or generation of H plus ions. Okay. Okay. If I ask you that here, if ammonia is accepting the base, then what is water doing here? Water is actually donating its H plus ion to ammonia. Water is actually donating the H plus ions to ammonia. It is donating them. So according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, we know that water is neutral. Water is neutral. But when water is taken in a glass, then it is neutral. But when it is added to something, then it does not show the neutral property. So if I'm saying this is acting as a, if this is acting as a, if I'm saying that ammonia is acting as a base because it is accepting the H plus ions from the water, according to Bronsted-Lowry concept that we have studied here, that those substances that accept the H plus ions from are called base. So here ammonia is accepting the H plus ions. So ammonia is accepting the H plus ions. So it is acting as a base. So here water will be acting as an acid. Why? Because we know that water is donating the H plus ions here. And those substances that donate the H plus ions, water is donating its H plus ion to what? Water is actually donating its H plus ion to ammonia. So here it will be acting as an acid. So here water is acting as an acid because it is donating H plus ions to to ammonia NH3. Okay. Sometimes water act as a here water is acting as a base. Okay. Sometimes it's also act as a acid. It also shows the acidic properties. Where it shows the acidic property. So here it is actually showing the acidic property. Somewhere it also shows the basic property. Where it shows the basic property, let me check it out. For example, if I'm saying that here we have the HCl acid. So HCl acid when added to water, actually there is the H plus ions never independently exist. Means it is in an unstable form. Actually, this H plus ions when added to water, it form the hydronium ion, H3O positive ion, and Cl minus ion. Means this is a water molecule actually. So when this H plus ions comes in the contact with water, then it make the bond with this one, and it forms the somewhat like this molecule, and that we called it H3O positive ion, H3O positive ion, and this is called the hydronium ion, hydronium ions. So here you see that what is happening here is that this H plus ion is added to water. So actually it is donating the H plus ions, and we see here that this water is actually accepting the H plus ion, accepting the H plus ions. Okay, so you see here that since the water is accepting the H plus ions, okay, here you see that it is accepting the H plus ion, that's why it changes to H3O positive. So here this water is accepting the H plus ion, so it is acting as a base, acting as a base. And since this HCl is donating the H plus ion, so it is donating the H plus ion, so acting as acid. Got it? Or still having some doubt? Got it, beta?
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो यहाँ पर हम लोग समझ चुके हैं. सो बस एक छोटा सा पॉइंट हम लोग को लिखना है, दैट इज कि वाटर कभी कभी एसिड की प्रॉपर्टी को भी शो करता है, कभी कभी वो बेस की प्रॉपर्टी को भी शो करता है. तो वाटर कैन एक्ट एज एसिड as well as base. एसिड कब करेगा? when 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 some substance accept its H plus ions. For example, in case of, for example, in case of ammonia, in case of ammonia, okay, and here we can write here that when it will act as a base. So when some substance donate H plus ions to water and it form H3O positive ions. Example के केस में addition of HCl, addition of HCl to water. So HCl में अगर आप डालेंगे वाटर को तो ये बना देगा H3O पॉजिटिव प्लस Cl माइनस. और अगर आप अमोनिया को डालेंगे पानी में, when ammonia is added to water, then it will gives you NH4 positive ion plus OH negative ion. So here it is donating the H plus ion, so it will be act as a acid. It is acting as an acid, and here it is accepting the H plus ion, so it is acting as a base. Got it, beta? Do you have any doubt regarding to this statement?
No, sir.
श्योर? समझ में भी आ रहा है या हवा में जा रहा है, पहले ये बताओ.
नहीं.
अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा है, कोई डाउट तो नहीं है ना? अगर कोई डाउट हो या कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही हो या आपको लग रहा है
No,
कि मैं तेज पढ़ा रहा हूँ या स्लो पढ़ा रहा हूँ, तो मुझे बताइएगा, ओके? क्योंकि पहली क्लास से वी एक्चुअली व्हेन वी टीचर्स अ स्टूडेंट, द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ माइंड शुड मैच एक्चुअली, that the speed of my teaching and the speed of your understanding must be same. If I am teaching you at a high speed, then it can escape out from your mind, okay? So anyone can understand this simple topic, that sometimes that's why I'm writing this one again and again, that every time where we need. So do you understand this one? When you copy this one, there's notes in your copy, okay? So keep in mind that you need to revise my voice that I'm saying, okay, and that I'm talking to you right now. So क्या मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो तुम्हें समझ में आना चाहिए, और जब तुम लिखो तो तुम्हें एक तरह से रिमाइंड करना है कि मैंने यहाँ पर क्या बताया था आपसे. कोई भी डाउट हो तो उसको उसी वक्त लिख लो अपनी कॉपी में कि मुझे ये नेक्स्ट क्लास में सर से पूछना है और मुझे इसमें प्रॉब्लम हुई है. सो गॉट इट? Where are you from? Means from which state you are? You are from India. Then from which state? Sila? Are you from Delhi?
no. Yeah,
Or
sir.
you're from Delhi?
From Hyderabad.
Okay, from Hyderabad. Okay. So, okay. Let me understand. So, is it okay that you understood about the acid and bases today? Okay. So, let's move to the next part. Okay.
Yes.
So, let's move to the next part. So, we are talking about here, that is acids. Now, talking about the physical properties. Now we have studied about what are the actually the definitions of acids. Acids are simple those substances that dissociate their H plus ions, or those substances that donate H plus ions, and bases are those substances that dissociate OH negative ion या generate करती हैं OH negative ion को, या फिर हम बोल सकते हैं कि जो accept करते हैं H plus ion को. और अगर ये अभी तुम्हें लग रहा है कि ये सब कुछ कंफ्यूजिंग हो रहा है तो डोंट थिंक, हम लोग इसको इतना प्रैक्टिस करेंगे कि आपको ये बहुत आसान लगेगा. तो डोंट थिंक दैट इट इज वेरी टफ और it is merging in your mind. No, it is not so actually, that you are studying this chapter for the first time, so it might create some problem, but I think you are getting what I am teaching you. So अगर कहीं पर लगता है कि मुझे दोबारा से बताना चाहिए तो please let me let you need to inform me, okay, and you need to say that कि सर मुझे एक बार फिर से समझा दीजिए, तो then it's okay, I will teach you again, okay, no problem, no matter कि आपको नहीं बताया जाएगा. Okay, so चलिए आगे चलते हैं. So now we're talking about the actually the acidic properties, physical properties of acid. So physical properties of acid. So generally, first thing is that acids are sour in taste. Sour in taste means you can simply say that these are sour in taste. Okay, or simply the second one is means they are sour in taste means these are मतलब हम बोलेंगे कि खट्टे होते हैं. For example, you see that lemon is sour in taste. Okay, so it contain acids. In the similar way, if you see that grapes, ripe grapes, okay, so these are also the they also contain the acids. Okay, in the similar way, curd in your daily life, we see that this is an acid. So these are acidic substances. Moreover, acids turns red litmus to blue. Red litmus to at acid turns blue litmus to red. Blue litmus to red. Third one is acids conducts electricity in aqueous. Means when they are added to water, actually when there we have 100% pure acids and there is no H plus ions. So pure acid means this is like, for example, if I'm saying dry HCl gas, it do not contain any water content, so it will not be able to conduct electricity. But when I add this HCl to the water, we know that the pure, or we can say distilled water, if I'm talking about distilled water, do not conduct electricity. But when I add dilute HCl or some chloride, some HCl to water, then they will gives you the H plus ion and Cl minus ion. And presence of these ions, these are the free ions, and these free ions help in dissociation also, or help in conduction of electricity. Actually, pure water or 100% distilled water do not conduct electricity. In the similar way, pure or 100%, if there is no water content present in the HCl or some acids, it will not conduct electricity. When these two are mixed together, means water is added to some acid, actually the H plus ions or ions formations will take place, and this ion formations help in the conduction of electricity. Okay, likewise, we in the metals we have the free electrons that we require to conduct electricity. In a similar way, in electrolytes, electrolyte means something that is liquid. So in liquids, we need some ions to conduct electricity. And when acids are added to water, aqueous means in water. So when acids are added to water, actually they conduct electricity. Okay, why? Because of dissociations of ions. Which ions they dissociate? H plus ions normally, and others. Okay, so because of dissociation of H plus ions, they dissociate the energy, and they are corrosive in nature. Strong acids are corrosive in nature. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Means they can burn your skin. Okay, and simple. Okay, so these are the physical properties of acids. Generally, these are the physical, and moreover, they have they are not good heat absorbent, and that we will be talking about the in the next means when we will going to study the dilution of acid, then we will going to discuss this topic also. Okay, moving further. Moving further. Okay. So we have studied about this one. Now we have studied this one, the physical properties of acids. Okay. Now talking about the other properties, if I'm talking about the acids, okay. So there are two types, means they are acids depending on the H plus ions produced. We have the two types of acids. One is the strong acids, and they are also called the mineral acids. Mineral acids. And another one is actually weak acid. They are called organic acid. Organic acids means obtained from some natural substances, natural substances, for example, plants or animals. So they are called the weak acids. So what's the definition? What should be the definition of strong acids and weak acid actually? So actually, when we did an experiment, let we add HCl to water. So if I add 10 molecule of HCl to water, then all of them is going to give you the H plus ions and Cl minus ion. All the 10 molecule will give you 10 H plus ions and 10 Cl minus ion. Okay. But if I take some weak acid, for example, if I'm taking CH3COH, ethanoic acid. So actually ethanoic acid when dissociate, it H plus ions, it will gives you HCH3CO minus and H positive. And the formula is actually CH3COH. So all of them are not going to give you the H plus ions. Only some of them will give you the H plus ion. Other will remain in its original form without dissociating the H plus ions. Okay. So some of them will gives you the H plus ion, like this one is giving and this one is giving, but these two are not giving the H plus ions. So if some acids or those substances that on addition to water give complete dissociation of H plus ions are called strong acids. So we can, those acids, we can write the definition here. Those acids which when added to water dissociate their H plus ions completely are called strong acids. For example, HCl, HNO3, H2SO4. Okay, and those acids that do not dissociate, those acid that do not dissociate do not dissociate their H plus ions completely when added to water. Added to water are called weak acids. Means some of them are giving the H plus ions. Actually, the acidic property is shown by the H plus ions. Okay, so here you see that only this one and this one is showing the H plus the acidic property. these molecules are not showing their acidic property, so they are waste, means इनका तो कोई काम ही नहीं है, ये तो अपने H+ आयन को डिसोसिएट ही नहीं कर रहे, तो ये तो एसिडिक प्रॉपर्टी को शो ही नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो फालतू में पड़े हुए हैं। लेकिन यहाँ पर तो सबके सब H+ आयन दे रहा है, तो सबके सब एसिडिक प्रॉपर्टी को शो कर रहा है, तो इसलिए ये ज्यादा एसिडिक होगा। तो स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड्स जो होते हैं वो अपने पानी में डालने के बाद अपने H+ आयंस को कंप्लीटली डिसोसिएट करते हैं, मींस दे डिसोसिएट देयर H+ आयंस कंप्लीटली एंड एक्वस व्हेन एडेड टू वाटर। और जो नहीं करते हैं ऐसा, जो कंप्लीटली डिसोसिएट नहीं करते हैं, दे आर कंसीडर्ड एज वीक एसिड। गॉट इट बेटा? समझ में आया? they are considered
Yes, sir.
as they are considered as weak acid. For example बेटा, जैसे हमारे पास एग्जांपल के साथ है इथेनोइक एसिड CH3COH HCOH and we have H3PO4 H2CO3. So these are some examples of weak acids. So please note it down, and in the next class we'll be going to study in the further. You understand? Tell me honestly. वो बात की बात है कि कैसा फीडबैक है या जो भी है, लेकिन मैं बेटा अभी आपसे ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि जो मैंने आपको पढ़ाया वो आपकी फ्रीक्वेंसी से मैच हुआ ना, मतलब आपको समझ में आया ना? क्योंकि मुझे अभी पहली क्लास में ये नहीं पता कि आपको कितना आता है, और मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कि आपने पहला चैप्टर नहीं पढ़ा है, तो मुझे नहीं पता कि आपको कितना कुछ आता है केमिस्ट्री के अंदर। और मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कि, क्योंकि मैंने आपका कोई टेस्ट भी नहीं लिया कि आपने केमिस्ट्री में पहला परफॉर्मेंस कैसी है। सो आपको वैसे तो मैंने कोई ऐसा खास वो नहीं पढ़ाया जिसमें केमिकल रिएक्शंस वगैरह हो, लेकिन क्या आपको ये चीज़ समझ में आई अच्छे से जो मैंने पढ़ाया? ऑनेस्टली बताना, अगर नहीं आई तो ऑनेस्टली बताना कि सर मुझे यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आ रही है।
आई सर, समझ में आई कर।
वेरी सिंगिंग, क्योंकि फिर मैं मतलब उसी के हिसाब से अगर जहाँ भी प्रॉब्लम होगी तो उसी के हिसाब से पहले मुझे उसको ठीक करना पड़ेगा, फिर उसके बाद ही आगे पढ़ाया जाएगा। सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे, एंड बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे तुम्हें पढ़ा करके। दैट्स नाइस। ओके, विल मीट यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास, होप सो। ओके
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
ओके बेटा, टेक केयर, थैंक यू।